Here's a question that'll blow your mind. What happens when you take 523 horsepower, wrap it in British luxury, and give it the ability to climb mountains? You get the 2025 Range Rover P530, and trust me, this machine is about to redefine everything you thought you knew about luxury SUVs. I'm diving deep into Land Rover's flagship today, and after spending time with this absolute unit, I've got some serious thoughts to share. Whether you're considering dropping serious cash on this beast, or just curious about what $136,000 gets you these days, stick around because this review is going to cover everything. Let's talk numbers first because the P530's heart is genuinely impressive. Under that commanding hood sits a twin-turbo 4.4-liter V8 that pumps out 523 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. That's more power than most sports cars, but here's the kicker. This thing still weighs over 5,500 pounds. Yet somehow it rockets from 0 to 60 in just 4.3 seconds. That's faster than most BMW, and you're doing it while sitting in what feels like a luxury hotel suite. The engine has been updated for 2025 too. Peak power now extends all the way to 7,000 revolutions per minute instead of the previous 6,000, giving you more usable power throughout the rev range. Pair that with the buttery smooth 8-speed automatic transmission, and you've got a powertrain that's equally happy cruising at highway speeds or launching from traffic lights like a rocket ship. But here's where Range Rover really shows its genius: ride quality. With the adaptive air suspension set to comfort mode, this thing literally floats down the road. I'm talking about a level of smoothness that makes you forget you're in a nearly 3-ton SUV. Switch to dynamic mode, and yes, it firms up, but it never loses that comfort-first philosophy that makes Range Rovers so special. Now let's address the elephant in the room: fuel economy. The EPA rates the P530 at 16 mpg city and 23 highway. That's aircraft carrier territory, but honestly, if you're spending this kind of money, fuel costs probably aren't keeping you awake at night. Plus, with that 23.8-gallon tank, you can still cover decent distances between fill-ups. Inside, this is where Range Rover truly separates itself from the competition. The cabin is an absolute masterclass in luxury design. We're talking premium leather everywhere, real wood trim, and a minimalist aesthetic that somehow feels both modern and timeless. The front seats offer 22-way adjustment with heating, cooling, and massage functions. Yes, massage functions in an SUV. The rear passengers get heated and ventilated seats too, plus enough legroom to host a board meeting. The technology package is equally impressive. The Pivi Pro infotainment system runs on a curved 13.1-inch touchscreen that's actually responsive and intuitive. There's also an optional 11.4-inch rear entertainment screens for passengers, plus a head-up display that projects key information right onto the windshield. But what really sets the Range Rover apart is its off-road capability. This isn't just a mall crawler wearing rugged clothes. The terrain response system has multiple modes for everything from sand to rocks to snow. The air suspension can raise the vehicle for additional ground clearance, and with approach and departure angles that would make a Jeep jealous, this thing can genuinely tackle serious off-road terrain while keeping you comfortable the entire time. Let's talk pricing because this luxury comes at a cost. The P530 SE starts at $131,400 in the US, while the Autobiography trim pushes that figure to around $170,900. Across the pond in the UK, you're looking at £142,400 for the base P530 Autobiography, which works out to roughly $180,000 at current exchange rates. That puts it directly in competition with the Mercedes G-Class and BMW X7 M60i. But here's the thing. Neither of those offers quite the same combination of luxury, capability, and presence that the Range Rover delivers. Speaking of presence, this thing commands attention wherever it goes. The updated design for 2025 maintains that distinctive Range Rover silhouette while adding subtle refinements. The flush door handles, the floating roof design, and those distinctive LED headlights create a look that's unmistakably Range Rover.